Всем привет! Вы на канале axel. Сегодня мы продолжим игру Ворон переиздание. В прошлый раз мы с вами остановились в порту. Давайте продолжим. Так, что тут у нас есть? Тик машины молодой женщины. Ну давайте сходим. Так, что тут у нас? Вернуться не надо, посмотрим. Давайте на кабриолет посмотрим.
Fine car, but nothing compared to the young lady who owns it.
Так, давайте на водителя посмотрим.
An actress? A millionaire's daughter? She's certainly attracting a lot of attention. Amazing how much luggage there is for so few passengers, and I'd guess that 3/4 of it belongs to the women. I'll take an inconspicuous look up close.
Сама незаметность. На, по щам.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone to be crawling around on the ground in front of my door.
Don't worry about it, miss. No harm done.
Oh, that's good to hear, Mr.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
А вас как зовут? Давайте
May I
посмотрим.
ask your name?
Patricia Mayers.
Are you American?
I am. Could you help me, please?
Естественно.
Certainly.
Ты дали подержать, а не на пол поставить.
Are you on your way to Egypt?
Yes.
Are you on holiday?
My father works for a railroad company there.
And is rebuilding the country after the war. Wonderful.
Yes. Wonderful.
Чё тебе не нравится? Да там не одна еще, там еще 5.
You're lucky to have a father who takes you to so many interesting places.
Oh, yes. Lucky me.
Aren't you interested in Egypt? The pyramids, the history.
I would have been more interested in a father who doesn't travel 300 days a year.
I'm sure your father regrets that he can't always be with you.
No doubt. And I'm sure he always wanted the best for me. But that doesn't stop him from thinking only about himself far too often.
Бедный несчастный. Иди не грузчик.
Bring my luggage on board, please.
Excuse me?
It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Impertinent.
Согласен. Ты кто такой?
Is the doctor afraid to board the ship?
Пошли поговорим.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Ah, the hero of the hour.
Ой, да
The hero
ладно.
of the hour, but out of work soon.
Oh, you won't be a policeman anymore?
Yes, but on my old beat, which is almost as good as being out of work.
I understand.
Is your new job bothering you?
On the contrary, I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision until now. I'm from the Black Forest, you know. There are only mountains there. No ships. But now... the salty breeze, the atmosphere... I think I want to stay at sea forever.
Ой, да ладно. О, баронесса.
The sea is one thing, the passengers are another.
Стопудово поможешь.
It will be okay.
Have you already met the captain?
Mario Di Conti. Heard of him?
Should I have?
He is something of a star in Italy. A war hero. In the First World War, when he was a young man, he sank more enemy ships than anyone else. In the Second World War, well, he had some personal problems.
You mean like the ones you buy in bottles and pillboxes?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
Anyway, sending him into combat was out of the question. They gave him a supply ship instead, And he became a hero again. His ship, part of a convoy from Palermo to North Africa, was the only one that made it, with an extra 100 seamen who he rescued from the other ships.
Impressive.
To say his health is rather shaky these days would be an understatement. I think most of my time on board will be spent dealing with his numerous ailments.
Над его опекой, не под его опекой.
What do you know about the Baroness?
Nothing really.
Did you talk to her in the tunnel?
No. Her butler was looking after her, and I was busy with Miss Miller. As you can imagine, it was a shock for her to see her son rolling away on a burning train.
That's understandable.
So, we were all glad when we heard about your brave deed.
Well, there's nothing left for me to do but to wish you a good trip.
Oh, you are not coming with us?
Unfortunately, no. I'm to go back to Zurich.
What a pity.
Take care, Dr. Gebhardt.
Oh, I just remembered. We found these in the tunnel. Are they yours?
I'm afraid so.
Strophantine. Do you have heart problems? Maybe it's for the best that you're not coming along. Too much excitement could be bad for your health.
You mean, if I don't do anything, I'll probably have a few more years to
Ну-ка,
live?
знаешь, да?
That's right. Keep your chin up.
Правильно. Нафиг их забрать. Ты кто такой? А, это ты, чувак. Багаж подписывает. Давай к себе. Порт такой необычный.
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off.
Поговорить можно. Да, поговорим.
Hello, Constable Olivier.
It's Oliver.
Ну,
I just
ладно.
wanted to say that you did a good job in the tunnel.
Thanks.
How did you know how to get the train moving?
I come from a family of miners, and my uncle is an engine driver down a mine.
I see. And you looked over his shoulder.
Yeah, best way to learn.
Согласен.
Did Legrand tell you about his theory? That it could be the real Raven?
Of course he did. We're partners.
But the modus operandi doesn't fit at all. The Raven wasn't a bomber.
We have the letter. And the feather. That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
You would know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
What was me?
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself up?
You threw the bomb away, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you pretty well.
А ты не
That
охренел
is
случайно?
ridiculous.
Is it? Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand didn't. And I didn't. Think about it.
А откуда я знаю, что это не сделал он? Ну, борзота, а. Так, пошли поговорим с этой. Мамзелью.
James? James? Where on earth are you?
Че, не можешь определить, с
Hello,
какой стороны?
Baroness.
Ah, Inspector.
Constable.
Poppycock. You won't be a constable much longer. When they find out how you rescued that little boy, they'll have to promote you to Inspector.
Very kind
Ой,
of
да
you to
ладно.
say so, Baroness.
Так.
I
Ну-ка,
hope you
фамилию.
survived the adventure in the tunnel unharmed.
Scandalous. You book a first-class cabin, and then you're walking on the rails.
Ой, да ладно.
They wanted to bundle me off in a bus without my luggage.
The circumstances, madam.
I insisted on a limousine and didn't leave until all my luggage was recovered.
Ну-ка,
Did you
спроси.
know that the real Eye of the Sphinx wasn't even on the train?
I had no idea. Inspector Legrand seems to prefer to keep me in the dark, although I'm the one paying for all of this.
The inspector
Ну,
is
судя по
ensuring
тебе,
the
лучше не
safety
знать.
of the Eye.
Well, obviously. All the same, it was you who did the real work on the train.
I hope that the remainder of your trip to Cairo will be less stressful.
You aren't coming with us?
I'm afraid Inspector Legrand doesn't want my company.
Now, where's my damned butler?
Да он там стоит за... Вот.
James,
Морда
there you
наглая.
are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Well, actually...
Чего там?
Baroness?
Baroness, can you hear me? She fainted.
No. No.
Baroness?
Again, harder.
Была
Hello.
кистка.
Can you hear me?
Help me up.
Perhaps we should...
Now.
How did Dr.
Ты чё на
Gephardt?
поле лёг?
No, Doctor. Just a little moment of weakness. Your arm, James. Take me to the ship.
But of course,
Hmm.
madam.
Кого он там увидел?
That was no moment of weakness. She saw something that shocked her. Or someone. Very interesting. Especially since she doesn't want to admit it.
Ну-ка,
Who
давай-ка.
or what did she see?
Так поднимай быстрее, посмотрим.
Neither
Ну, это
of them
капитан.
seems to have noticed what happened down here.
Это доктор с инспектором. Это скрипач.
You'll have a tough
Это...
time with
А,
her.
это иностранка. О,
How does one get aboard without a ticket? Not brilliant, but
там
it's a
чувак в этом в
possibility.
чемодане был.
The sea is quiet today. Ideal conditions for a cruise.
Ну чё, пошли наверх. Ну это Angry Birds напоминает желтенького. Так выглядит.
Oh, who do we have here? Signore...
This is Constable Anton Zellner.
Да он
Signore
запомнил.
Zella. I heard about your feats in the mountains. Welcome aboard the MS Lydia.
Thank you, Captain.
I didn't know you'd be taking part in the journey, but I'm glad
Не,
to
я не
have you
буду.
with us. I'll have a nice cabin prepared for you immediately.
The constable will not be joining us. He has other duties.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to hear about his adventures from the man himself.
May I ask how to get to the cargo hold?
Oh, signori, there are much nicer places on board.
But I'm interested in the cargo hold.
Why is that?
One of the trunks
Какая
seems
разница?
suspicious to me. Someone could be hidden in it.
You? You want to imply that the most brilliant and probably richest thief in all of Europe is stowing away in a trunk? That's not his style.
That's what makes it more likely that it's not him, but a copycat who's behind all this. And a copycat's style might include doing whatever it takes, like hiding in a trunk if they've lost the ticket.
Oh, come now.
Actually, it would be possible for a registered passenger to board the ship.
Какая разница,
without
кто
it.
это? Пусти в этот самый... Да в матрю,
Regardless
ну.
of what you say, I would still like to examine the cargo hold.
All right, then, if you like. But we'll meet here again in 10 minutes. Captain de
Хорошо,
Conti,
хорошо.
before we depart, I'd like to send 2 telegrams.
Certainly, Inspector. The cargo hold is over there. You can enter through a door on the forecastle. The horn will sound
Пусти.
twice, 5 minutes before we set off. That's the signal for all the dock workers to leave the ship.
Understood, Captain.
Follow me to the bridge. You can send your telegrams from there.
А я пойду в трюм.
My time is running out. If I don't find anything in the cargo hold, my cruise will be over before it even begins.
Ну, тоже нет, но зависит от тебя.
Oh
Хотя мы
no.
сможем. Да хоть глаз выколи, что там?
That's the young woman's cabriolet. Apparently they absolutely had to take it to Egypt. At Daddy's expense, of course.
Окей. Не, нам тут не надо покидать. О! Что за тайник какой? Да хоть глаз выколи туда. Лампочку не
The
могли
door to
сделать.
this locker is ajar.
Ну так посмотри.
Empty. The left 3 lockers are locked.
Вот собака, а. Больше ничего нет. Бинокль. Покинуть трюм. Есть? О. Тут что?
Oh, what's this?
И шо? О, фонарик.
Ага.
Есть контакт. Так, пошли туда, бля. Ну, машинка. А вот этот чемоданчик, кстати. Иди ты обратно. Вот ты.
Hello? Come on out. The game's up.
Открывай.
I'm opening the trunk.
Напугал его сейчас. Ну, где он?
Hello?
А тут что? Тут ничего. Там кто-то был. Пошли посмотрим, кто там. Иди ты давай. Это что? Что это такое? Что это такое?
The shards are...
Кто там?
Phew. I startled too easily.
Вроде там кто-то промелькнул, нет? Не показалось. И не вижу, что там кто-то промелькнул. Ни за что по башке дали. Вашу мать. О, очнулся. Супер. Лучше молчи. Да молчи ты. Не хочет, да? Ну да, посмотрим. Что упало? Ну что упало? Ну, точно не достанешь, да? Как ты его возьмешь? О! Офигеть! Взял дебил, скинул его. Да ё-моё! Открой с ним. Еще один придурок попасть не может. А куда? А, вот сюда. А вот ногами взял. О, открыл. А что там? О, смог. Офигеть. Давай залезем сюда, что ли? И... О! Что дальше? Ну? Блях, он такой тормознутый, а? И? Красава. Убился нахрен.
Ouch! Damned.
Да ставь ты своя хуха-хох. Башки лишился, блин, спины лишился.
It would be best if no one found out
Ящик
about
на
this.
место поставил, но не нашел даже. Это куда, наверх? Подожди, мы там уже куда-нибудь. Да может ножик тут. Ой, собака, а. Да, дверь проверим.
I can make out a corridor, but no details. The glass is too dirty, and there's no light in there.
Открывай давай.
It's no use. The door seems to be locked from the other side.
Ну, раз закрыто, значит закрыто. Пошли дальше искать. Что тут? Тут двери. Пошли посмотрим, что там на полу лежит. Иди. Труба. Ну, давай трубу посмотрим.
There's some blood and
Труба
hair
труби.
stuck to the pipe. Hair I really can't afford to lose. I'll hold it on the blood-spattered end. After all, we already know who the victim is.
Действительно. Куда он еще в карман, что ли?
A detention cell for crew members? Or maybe for rowdy passengers?
Давай шкафчики проверим.
The cargo hold seems to be used as a changing room for the crew as well. Or at least the part of the crew that doesn't do their work in white suits.
Что?
A chair is the last thing I need right now. I was sitting long enough over there in the corner.
Там что?
The shot hit this crate. The question is, was the gunman actually trying to hit it? And if so, why? Maybe the gunman just wanted to intimidate me. I can't imagine a more effective warning. It's too dark to make out anything inside the hole. I should take a closer look later.
Ну если пуля там сидит, то надо ножик достать. А то что темно, это так. Причина, чтобы не искать. Подойти-то туда, там ножик же упал. И этого делать не надо было. Ладно, пошли наверх. По тихой грусти разберемся. Подняться наверх. Тут закрыто. Пошли на выход.
Whoever locked the door is stronger than me.
Это как?
Whoever locked the door is stronger than me.
А если ты? О.
I should be careful. The gunman may still be nearby.
Как ты знаешь, он свалил уже давно. О, ночь. Пушку бери.
What are you up to, Zelna?
The real question is, why are you threatening me with a gun?
Don't push your luck, Zelna. Why didn't you leave the ship as we agreed?
I was jumped in the cargo hold.
Of course you were.
Here, look. Careful how you hold it. There could be fingerprints on the end.
Surely you don't expect me to believe you.
Мне по башке звезданули.
I was inspecting the trunk. I found it in the cargo hold, and it was clear that someone had hidden inside it to board the ship.
Some people are willing to go to great lengths to be a part of this journey.
Indeed. Whoever it was, they struck me on the head from behind with the pipe while I was looking for clues. Oh, and they shot at me as well.
Ridiculous. You wanted to come along. Orders be damned, and so you found a way to stay here. I should throw you overboard.
I would have dreamed up something less painful.
True. That doesn't look good.
Это ж видно оттуда.
See? And there's a bullet wedged in a wooden crate down there. I don't have a gun.
The doctor should have a look at it.
Хай смотрит.
Come with me.
Ну что, запретили ему смотреть? Нет. О, уже готовый человек идет.
Inspector Legrand and Constable Zelna. So you have decided to join us on our journey after all.
So it would seem. We are searching for Dr. Gebhardt.
I'm just fine, Captain Conte.
The Conte.
I'm in control. I can manage. Tell
Итак,
James
ушла.
he absolutely must wake me at 9:45.
Certainly, madam.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
shall
just-
see that he does.
And now I shall return to my chambers.
Иди.
You'll be in the bar tonight at 10, Inspector.
If that's what you wish.
It will be spectacular. I promise.
Красава. Блин, готовый человек. Счастливый. Никогда так не делай. Никогда.
The fresh sea air and perhaps a glass of champagne to many. But I'm
Давай
glad
оставим
that
только
you
второе.
decided
Много
to join us
шампанского.
on our journey to Cairo.
Not quite voluntarily.
So he says.
I was jumped from behind.
Ну, если бы спереди напали, видел бы кто.
That is,
Dr. Gebhardt should have a look at him, Captain De Conti.
of course. Please, have a seat in the saloon, Constable Zelna. I'll
Да, да, да.
summon the doctor.
Молодец.
Ah, Doctor, there you are. Our brave Constable Zelna was attacked.
Struck on the head.
Oh. Sit down, please.
Now, please, tell me exactly what happened.
Where
Где?
are we? And what time is it? I must have been out for ages.
It's just after 8 p.m.
Нет,
just
сейчас ему
missed
сколько
dinner.
уже? 5?
But we'll all meet here in the saloon at 10 o'clock to have a drink together. Greeting the
Кому
passengers
что, кому поесть, кому
personally
выпить.
is a tradition I will not break, even on this unusual journey.
Is it bad?
Красава.
Yes, it hurts a lot.
I spoke with Dr. Gebhardt.
He suffered a violent blow to the back of the head. I cannot really say how bad it is.
But I can. It really hurts.
Ну да ладно, тебя хранит, ну.
I think you've got a stowaway on board. I was jumped.
Intolerable. I'll have the crew search every nook and cranny of the ship. And of course, Mr. Zelna, you are cordially invited to travel as our special
А
guest.
то в выборке, что
Good
ли,
to
забыть
know that at
выкидывать.
least one man doesn't want to throw me overboard.
How
Действительно.
many fingers do you see?
Да 5.
3 fingers.
Да
Okay.
вижу я все.
Why didn't anyone come looking for me? Didn't anyone notice that I didn't come back from the cargo hold?
We did search for you, but we couldn't find you.
Who
Да
was
ладно.
supposed to search the cargo hold?
Constable Oliver. I'll have a talk with him about that
Ну,
later.
вот
I should
скотина.
hope so.
You're all right now, Constable. The bleeding has stopped and the wound looks good. You may have a mild concussion. You just need a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, your only worries will be a headache and an impressive bump.
Ужас. Ужас. Так, а что ты мне с кондуктора даешь?
That's a good enough
Вася.
reason to celebrate. Enough about
Что ты на другого стакана пить-то, а?
From now on, you can start to
бокала.
enjoy your free cruise.
Да не, выкинь это не твой бокал. Выкинь.
Inspector,
What?
a dark shadow. Upper deck, just now.
Go, let's have a look.
О,
I'll
блин, а?
join you. Me too.
No, you stay here.
Do you want
Да
to make
что
this
ж
an
ты будешь
argument?
делать-то?
Robert, go to the Baroness and don't let her out of your sight. Zelna, you're coming to the port side. Doctor, you go to starboard.
Ты же сказал, что
I'll
тут
start at the
останешься.
forecastle and work
Чтоб
my
я
way back
оставался.
to the two of you. Understood?
Сейчас говорит, что я пошел в левую часть.
Baroness von Trebitz.
Да вы уже определитесь-то. С ноги выбивай. С ноги.
Hello,
Ой, блин. Ни
Baroness
силы,
von
ни ума.
Trebitz. Open the door.
Охренеть. Ладно, на этом сегодня мы закончим. Всем спасибо. Комментируйте, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. Ссылка на плейлист и твиттер в описании. Всем пока.